Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in this next video we're going to be kick-starting the MK18 build. So we have got a lot of parts of this still on the way, but some of the parts have turned up. So first of all, I've picked up one of these PTS Radian Arms charging handles, not for any particular reason. I thought it was pretty cool, and I'm not going for like a Geisley style, which is what I usually go for. So, and it's got the sort of the darker tannish coloured handles there. So this part is actually really simple. We're going to pull the bolt out here, remove the standard charging handle, and we can put the Radian handle in like so. Dead simple. What this is going to give us is it's going to give us the ambidextrous function of the charger handle itself, so I can charge it from both sides depending on how the gun's being manipulated. And it's, you know, it's a nicer looking part, and it will match the colour scheme that we're going for. So I have been playing around with a few options for this. I first thought I was going to chuck my Holosun bits off my X-Class on there, which is a very good choice. I might keep this as an option down the line, but keeping it more with the real steel style builds, I'm going to be using. So yeah, I'm going to be using one of these EOTech red dot sights. This is a 2008 model there, which you'll see stamped below, which will work pretty good. It's got the quick change thumb screw there, so it's going to be easy to pop it on and off. We can just pop this on here. This goes on really easy. So that just tightens up like so. I haven't got any batteries in it at the moment, but it's a nice real steel optic. These are tried and tested. With going up front, I think I'm going to be using this Somo Gear PEC15. It does have a torch, it has strobe, it has red and IR lasers, which is good if you want to do some nighttime stuff. I might swap this out for something a little bit different maybe down the line, who knows, but I've got this. These do work really well, and they're very inexpensive for what they are. So I'm going to pop this onto the rail here, try and get it fitted nice and up front. I might move the red dot forward slightly. I do have a pressure switch for this as well somewhere, and they do just take a CR123, I believe. Oh. Yeah, just a single CR123 battery. Tighten that up there. See if I can get this on. Yeah, there we go, there's the laser. I think the battery might be a bit dead. Yeah, the torch I think is supposed to come on. Yes, the torch flashes slowly when the battery's going, but it does have normal white light and strobe. And then the only thing I'll say about these Somo Gear PEC boxes, the batteries don't really seem to last very long in them. So yeah, I might just pop that forward just a tad, like so. So we've got an optic, we've got a PEC box, but we're going to need something up front. And I was looking at cans, and at the time I was going to order this from overseas, but I popped onto, I think, Fire Support it was. This is an Angry Gun one. It's a Surefire can. It's the style that they go for, and they did have the slightly longer version of this, but I wanted to keep it quite short on the barrel length. So we can pop this off here. This came on the rifle from my buddy, but we won't be needing that because one comes with, and I much prefer this style. I think it looks very cool indeed. So we're going to thread that on. Once we put it on, we're going to turn it, clock it round if we can, just to get that lined up. I think I might have done it without that washer on. washer off. 14mm counterclockwise thread. We can pull that round just so it's in line like that. And then we actually do get a little Allen key included with a suppressor, which I thought was a nice touch. So we take our Allen key. It's got a slightly longer reach on the shorter side of the Allen key as well, which means you can get it past your rail. Let's tighten this up. That's fitted on there. I'm sure you'll agree that's a very nice aggressive looking flash hider there, but it's quick detach, so slide it on, we'll clock it round, it'll sit in position like that, and then we turn the back. It's like a ratchet style, and there is the can. It's got good markings on it. It does have inside these Angry Gun suppressors, you've got like a little barrel extension. There's a little spring in there as well, and this cap, and what that does, it just bridges the gap in the suppressor. If I was fitting this to something that's like HPA, I'd probably foam fill it, but because this is on a gas blowback, it's not really going to make any difference whatsoever. So I'm just going to keep that barrel extension. It's not a barrel extension, but like a barrel shroud. Just make sure that if any BBs do come close, we don't start chopping them inside the can. Not that's going to be an issue with such a short can anyway, but with it being a gas blowback, I don't really see the point of foam filling it, because it really won't have any effect. So we've got those bits fitted. I am still looking for a style of grip that I'm not too sure on yet. The pistol grip is on its way, and the stock, which a buddy of mine at Airsmiths had in stock, so I've ordered it from Josh. That should be coming tomorrow at the time of filming this. And then once we have those bits on, I need to finish the inner barrel, and then we're going to make I'm going to make a tool to take the barrel nut off, and then we're going to switch out the inner barrel and hot rubber. Probably put in a Bavtac hot nub as well, and then that should mostly complete it. And then it's just deciding whether we want to Cerakote this. I know a lot of you said do it FDE, which would be cool. I'm just not really sure if a Mark 18 is going to look good, because all the parts are going to be FDE apart from the optic and the PEC box. We could get one of these in FDE. They do them, but I've never really seen the Mark 18s with like a flat dark earth rail or receiver. So we could do it and just be a little bit different, or we could leave it black and this off colour, but I really don't like it, to be honest. It's like a grey. Perhaps when we put the stock and stuff on, we'll get an idea of what it's going to look like. Put a magazine in there as well, and you can see that this thing is starting to look really cool. Zoom you out there slightly just so you can see it in full frame. So the bench is in utter disarray as usual with a lot of projects on the go. So this is the part 2 of the Mark 18 build. So we've got something to work with now. Internal parts for barrel and hop will be ready soon. Stock and grip will be here tomorrow, hopefully. And then it's just a case of perhaps wrapping some colour on it. I do need to decide on a grip. If you've got any ideas on what grip we should need, or what is a specified grip that will go with the build, let me know down in the comments below. What I might just do as well, while you guys are here, is let's take off the EOTech and let's pop this Holliston setup on and just see what you think, and then you guys can let me know down below which you prefer. So let's pop that on there. That requires a Torx bit, and then the magnifier is QD. So yeah, I actually think that looks a little bit better, but run it with this setup. Obviously this is a much more modern red dot sight, it has better features, and then we have the magnifier there in case you want to engage at slightly longer ranges. This setup has a bit more of an appeal to me, and I think it just fills that gap a little bit better. So perhaps we'll put the EOTech on something else, and we'll leave the Holliston setup on here. Of course, I'm probably going to be running PMags as well. It's going to look cooler with the PMag on, and yeah, now we're talking. So this is just a quick update. I'll update you again when some more parts turn up and I need to make the tool to take the barrel off and fit the inner barrel and the hot rubber. Thanks for tuning into this update, and I'll see you in the next video.